Hello, good evening to one and all. Okay, so can we start the session or we need to wait for someone else? Good evening, sir. Yeah. Okay, so yesterday someone asked me, right, like how we can use the cloudxlab.com, right? Uh, Not sure. Yesterday, the end of the session about a please. Okay, so just you can go here, just go to e.cloudxlab.com. So you want me to explain how to access this cloudxlab or how to log into the means in the sense how to sign up to the cloudxlab? Anuj, sign up. Okay, so sign up in the sense just go to this like this. Okay, uh, see here cloudxlab.com, just go here. Okay, uh, just this is my just signing out. So okay, just go to this website. Okay, just you can get a pop-up sign up. Just click on the sign up. Okay, you will get a student version. Just sign up with Google. Okay, so it will be asking your mail ID. Just give your mail ID and just give your password. Okay, so it will be logged in. Okay, so once it's login, just go to my lab. Okay, my lab. Okay, you can see here since I have means I am a member, my subscription is active, so that's why it is showing as active. So for you it will show it as this inactive. Okay, so click on extend now. Okay, just click on extend now. Okay, it will be asking this window. You can choose free trial for 7 days, and after 7 days you can extend it for you can keep on extending like that. Okay, you can do that. Else you can take these subscriptions. Okay, even you can because these are all the subscriptions you can take it for 3 months. It is somewhere around 1600 and you can get all the cluster access, everything you can get it. Okay, so it's up. Okay, yeah, we need to enroll. Yes, because they will be giving you the credentials, right? So one, yeah, in any course you can select it. Okay, this will be there for 3 months. Okay, this will be there for 6 months, and the thing is like once you take for 3 months or 1 month or 6 months, right, you will be having the data backup. Okay, whatever the data you have there, but for free trial they will be deleting your data for every 2 weeks, I guess. Okay, so that's how you can do. And first initially you can just enroll it for a week. Okay, just click on, so you have already a free lab trial. Okay, so for you it will come like payment page and all, it will come for you. Okay, just you need to pay 50 rupees something like that, and it will be refunded within 1 day. Okay, and you can use it for 1 week. Okay, and once your payment is done, right, just go to my lab again so that you will get the credentials here. Okay, so these are all the this is the ID. You will be getting your mail ID and it will be adding some number and the password. Okay, so and this is what the MySQL credentials, this is what the MySQL credentials you will be getting. What is this means, just copy it and just paste it here. Okay, so just paste it here, just a moment. Just paste it here so that you will be navigated to the MySQL window. Okay, here if you want to practice MySQL also you can do it here. Just go to, just you can check show databases. Okay, you can show the databases, then you can use the database. Okay, and then this is the database you have selected, and you can see what are all the tables present in this database. Okay, just use show tables. You can see there are 730 tables got created, and you can create your own tables and you can practice SQL on this. Okay, they will refund, Bhaskar, surely they will refund it. They will refund. Okay, because 90 100% mostly people will do that. They will refund. Okay, definitely they will refund. Maybe check your statement. Definitely they will refund within a week. Okay, this is how you need to use this. Okay, so even you can use MySQL, you can use okay, and what is this things, right? One more thing, you give a dot cloudxlab dot com. A dot cloudxlab dot com. I don't think moment. I want to show you some courses. Just go here. Just go to my lab. Okay. I think you can see here. Okay, then 1 minute. Lab credentials, IP mappings, nodes, support. Okay, think they have removed something. So because before and all they used to give the links for Ambari, all those things. I think they have removed. You can see here Ambari. Just click on this. Okay. So what is this Ambari means? It's a web UI of all the applications. Okay. So just I will log in. You can able to see. So for Hortonworks, it will be Ambari. For Cloudera, it will be Cloudera Manager. Okay. You can see here HDFS. Just click on the HDFS. You can see how many data nodes are present. 5 data nodes are present. Okay. And you will have two name nodes. Okay. You have two name nodes. Okay, so you can see here what is the name node uptime, means what are all the journal nodes, what is the gateway nodes. You know what is journal nodes or gateway nodes? NFS means network file system. Okay, this is nothing but the all the recent transactions will be placed in the network file system. This we will call it, and it will be normally it will be 3 to 5 maximum. It will be 5 and minimum it will be 3. Okay, and what are all the number of blocks? This is the blocks, and how much is the disk remaining? Out 1.8 TB is your cluster size, and 351.7 is the GB which is remaining in your hard disk. Okay, so you can use till 351. Okay, so this is what, and is the yarn, and these are all the yarn services. You can see resource manager. How many node managers are there? 4 out of 5. Okay, so 4 out of 5 is started, one is not there. So why, you can tell me why there are 5 node managers here? Can you tell me the answer? Why there are only 5 node managers? Oh, okay, sir. Yeah, good then. Okay. Can you tell me why there are 5 node managers, guys? You've attended my sessions, right? Can you answer this question? How many data nodes are present? 5 data nodes. So how many node managers must be present? There must be 5 node managers, right? I told you, right? On every data node, there will be one node manager service. Understood? Okay. So for every node, for every data node, you will have one. For every data node, you will have one node manager. Okay. So you can see here 10 yarn clients are there, and all this will be present in this Ambari. Okay, so just you can go, okay, heat maps, you can start your heat maps. Okay, it will, because in the real time and all we will be checking on every day, we will be checking only this. Okay, and you can see here MapReduce, and you can see here test, you can see your Hive engine, HBase, you can see your Hive Metastore, it is started. Okay, so Hive Metastore is nothing but the place where all our Hive tables will be stored. Okay, do we need to create our own? What is the system one? Our own HDFS. It is given by default, Anuj. We cannot create the own. We cannot create own HDFS. Only thing is how you can create your own HDFS. You can take a plain set wise and you start installing all the machines. Then only it can be done. Okay. This is HDFS will be created by default. So just guys, this is what, this is just a thought of showing you how the Ambari looks like. Okay, Ambari is nothing but the front end for Hortonworks. Okay, which will have all the details regarding how much is our HDFS disk usage, how many data nodes are there, what is the links, okay, and what is the memory usage, okay, what is the cluster node, all these things you can get it in Ambari. Okay, node managers, how many node managers alive, what is the yarn memory, resource memory, every information you can get it from the Ambari. So just I thought of showing you this. Okay, so for Hortonworks it is Ambari, for Cloudera it is Cloudera Manager. Okay, MapReduce programs, nowadays we are not at all running, Bhaskar. Okay, we are not at all using MapReduce programs in the current industry. Once Spark came into the picture, no one is using MapReduce. Even the oldest companies, oldest systems also, no one is running the MapReduce programs. You can't get a MapReduce program. Even I didn't work on MapReduce program, and even no industry is right now they are want to MapReduce programs. Okay, since Spark, we are using Spark to process the data, right? So what will happen once we give Spark coding, right? In the backend, MapReduce program will be run automatically. Okay, so we won't use MapReduce programs nowadays, but I never worked on MapReduce programming on the. It's out of industry. Past 4 years, most of the people use it to write MapReduce, but now no one is using it. Okay. Okay. So this is what about all these things. Okay, which I want to show you. Okay. Anuj, HBase is not in our curriculum, Anuj. Okay, my curriculum is nothing but I need to only cover PySpark with okay, what all the PySpark. Okay, so HBase, Hive, even Hive is also not there in the curriculum, but I have told you which will be one of the important concepts in HBase. That's the reason. So in Hadoop, so that's the reason I have taken some part of time for explaining Hive. Okay, so HBase is not there in the curriculum. Okay, it's a NoSQL database which will only comes under Hadoop tutorials. It's completely in Hadoop. Okay, so it's a big program. Okay, but our mainly intention is to see how PySpark is giving industrial solutions and how we are processing the data using PySpark. Okay, that's what our main agenda. And then we need to cover the Azure. Okay, how Azure is industry. Okay, so this is what guys about the Ambari. I hope uh, you got a clear cut explanation of. Yeah, yes, exactly, sir. As our time is limited, we are focusing on mostly important things which is needed for the industry. Okay, so clear. So we can just go to the our course, which is nothing but just a moment. Azure. Okay. So yesterday we have seen till this. Okay. So clear, right, Anuj? I have shown you how to do that, right? So I have shown most of the things. Okay. So we will see how we can. Yesterday I have shown you. Yesterday we have discussed all the important services. Okay. And just Sanjit, yes, it will take credit card, okay, but that's what it won't take money. It will take only 1 or 2 rupees only. But the thing is, once you click on upgrade, then it will start taking from your credit card. So don't click on upgrade, and you can start using that free account because 13,300 credits you will be getting, okay. But if by mistake only, oh, you didn't use your credit card, then it's not possible. I think try giving your debit card, Sanjit. Let's try whether it will work or not because normally we use it to give credit card for doing this. Okay, just try it out and let's see. Okay, yeah. Okay, so yesterday we have oh, it's not accepting, then only credit card only it will be only yeah, only we need to do that, Sanjit. I don't think we don't have any other option. Okay, because that's a default, right? Because debit cards, the main problem before they use it to accept the debit cards, but the people, right, they use it to maintain zero balance. So the thing is, even if they use the upgraded version premium services, if there is no money in debit card, right, then it will be a loss for the cloud provider. So that's the reason they are not accepting the debit cards. Okay, so just try it out for if any other people is having credit cards, you can try it with them. Okay. So this is what about which we seen yesterday. Okay, till data factory we have seen. So data factory is nothing but a ETL service. Today I will just show you how to create a storage account. Okay, which we will do it in our real time. We will be creating the storage accounts, and in the storage accounts we will be creating the tables, we will be creating the containers, all those things we will be doing. So today I will be Azure Databricks and Databricks, not same Bhaskar. Azure Databricks is nothing but uh, in Azure, you will be getting a Databricks version in the sense we need to integrate Azure and data. Azure and Databricks will be defaultly integrated in Azure Databricks, but in Databricks, you won't get that. Okay. So the thing is, why we are using Azure Databricks means in Azure, we will have something called as a data lake, right? Azure data lake. So the thing is, we can keep the data in the data lake and we can take that particular data which is present in the data lake into the Databricks, and using Spark, we can process the data. Once the data is processed, you can keep back the data back to ADLS. Okay, that is in the storage account, you can keep it. So that is Azure Databricks. But Databricks, it's only you don't have in Databricks, right? What is the storage layer means here? DBFS. But whereas in the Azure Databricks, you can use Azure Data Lake as the storage layer. Okay. Azure Databricks, we can use Azure Data Lake storage as the storage layer, but in only Databricks, we can use only DBFS as the storage layer. Okay, because if you don't use Databricks with Azure, then it's not required. Because the thing is, you don't have a big storage layer, right, where you can store the data. So that's the reason mostly we will use Azure Databricks. Even in our project, I'm using Azure Databricks. So mainly thing is Azure ADLS will be mounted on top of the Databricks. So the data we will store in the Azure Data Lake, and we will pull back the data into the Databricks, and we will process it, and again we will keep back the data in the Databricks. Sorry, ADLS. Clear, Bhaskar? Both are not same. Okay. So we are using Databricks in Azure environment. That is called as Azure Databricks. But Databricks without Azure is nothing but Databricks. Okay. So first I will show you how to create a storage account. Okay. So this will be done by admins. Okay. So just how you can do that, just go here. Okay. So you can just click, you can see here storage account. Just click on the storage account. Okay. Just click on the storage account. Okay, still I have some 3 or 4 storage accounts. So just I will create one more storage account. Okay, so just create it. Okay, so it's a free trial, and just use any of the things. Okay, use it one resource. Okay, and the storage name, just give storage. Okay, JNDUK storage. Okay. Okay. Just a moment. Okay, so just select Central India, which is all the free accounts will be created here. Okay, and just give standard, not premium. Okay, you can choose this storage as with general purpose version 2. Okay, so and the thing is, read access, go redundant servers. Okay, this already I already told you, right, what is meant by this redundant storage? Any idea? Anyone? In a moment. Yeah, good evening, Prasad. Yeah. Okay. So what is meant by redundant storage? Even in case if a storage account, if it is lost, right, you can get back. That will be having a replica in some other geographical location. That's the reason we are telling let's read access geo. In different, you will be having a redundant storage. Okay. So why? Because in your storage account only you will be saving all the data, all the tables, everything, right? So if one particular place in one geographies, that particular data center is down, you must have this particular replica in some other data center, so that you will be having the data availability. Got it, everyone? Understood? So what are all the things you need to do while creating the storage account? Just you need to give a resource. You can select any of the resource group, and you can select a storage account name. Okay, location you can give Central India. Premium you can create it anywhere, but it will be created near South India, something like that. Okay, but for free trial it will be Central India. Okay, so account kind, storage way to just click on create. Okay, so just click on create. So it will take some time, and just click on create. Okay, so what will happen, your storage account will start create. Okay, you can see here deployment is in progress. Okay, so just wait for some time so that it will get created. Okay, no, Raj, we cannot do like that. Okay, so the thing is, you can create the resource group, and you can use that resource group at creating the storage account. Okay, first the resources need to be created. Okay, the thing is, like, once you have the resources, then only you will be having a project, right? Simply like that. Without having the resources, without having anything, you can't take a project. Okay, because you don't know how people will be there, how many people is needed. So once you have the people, that's the reason in all the industries, right, they will maintain something called as bench. I think most of the people might have heard about bench concept in IT industries. Why? Because they will maintain some people in bench. Once the people comes, okay, they will be telling to the clients like, we have a strength in the bench, something around 500 or 600, so that we will, once we get the project, immediately we will move the resources to the project, and we will start working. So that's how. So resources will be created before, then only the storage account will be created. Okay, you can see here my particular thing is created. Okay, so once it is created, okay, so once it is created, then just go to resource. Just go to resource. You can see here my storage account is having all these things: containers, file shares, tables, queues. Okay, containers, file shares, tables, and queues. So what is a container? Container is nothing but a root directory. In Windows, you will be having something called as a root directory, right? So like that, Windows, you have a desktop folder. That desktop folder is nothing but the root folder. So that's how we will call it as a containers. Now click on containers. Okay. So you click on the container, right? Since we don't have any containers, click on container. Okay, you have a new container. Just give. Okay. So here you can see public level access. I am giving only private, no anonymous access. Okay, just note it. Just remember this. Okay, I am creating a container with the name and I am giving private access. Okay, so just create it. Okay, now my container will get created. You can see the container is created. Okay, just click on this. Okay, so inside this we will upload our images. Okay, so inside this we will upload our image. Just upload a sample image. Okay, it's nothing but a blob. Okay, which is binary large object. You can just go to desktop and just give anything. Okay, just give Mercedes logo. Just open. Okay, so now what I am doing, I am uploading a binary large object in a storage account under container. Okay, so container, as I already told you, container is nothing but a root folder. So inside that folder I am uploading my blob object. Okay, just click on upload. Okay, you can see it is uploaded. You can see here it is uploaded. Then just click on this. Okay, and just click on this. You can see all the information regarding this particular JPG, at what time it was created, what is the type, okay, what is the size, okay, what is the server encrypted, okay, all those things you will be getting here. Okay, so now my blob is inserted under the storage account. Clear? Will serve as our local means what, Anuj? I didn't understand. What is the local? That will be present in the Azure. Okay, this container is created in the Azure environment, right? So under that you will be keeping all your blob objects under one container. Okay, it's nothing but one folder. Under one folder you are creating all your objects, all your files, right? Like that, under one container you are uploading all your blob objects. Okay, so almost same, sir. GCP and Azure creation is almost same. Yeah, but the thing is, like, in GCP we have 3 node cluster. Google Cloud Platform, we have something called as multiple nodes. Okay, that's how it differs from Azure Databricks and GCP. In Azure Databricks you will be having only 1 node cluster, sir, whereas in GCP we have 3 node cluster. And creations wise will be same. Yes. we can we can create how much amount of data. That's what, right? That's what I'm telling you, right? If you have pay as you go, you can take how much amount of data you can use. It's pay as per use. Exactly. If you have money, you just pay it, and you can get as much of data as you want. So the thing is, at the time of creating the storage layer, you can choose, I want this much of layer. If you are a premium user, right, you can choose how much amount of storage you require. Okay, that you can done. If you have money, you can do whatever you want with Azure. Okay, so now you can see here I have uploaded the blob, and just click on this, just click this URL where I have uploaded my blob. Just go to the new tab and just give. Okay, you can see here it is giving error. It is not showing the blob object. Okay, why? Any idea? Why it is not showing the object? I told, right, whatever the blob we have inserted, uploaded, the thing is, like, immediately it has to show in the web server. Okay, yes, exactly. Why? Because we have given only private access, we didn't given public access. Now change it. You can go here, change level access, go here, change it to blob. Okay, or you can select this particular one. Okay, blob, just anonymous read access for blobs. Okay, so you can choose here. So that's it, and just click on OK. Okay, so now just click on this. Okay, you can see here my logo has been websited. It will be deployed in the website. That particular logo became a web logo. Okay, so this is how I told you, right, yesterday. Most of the MNCs will use the blobs. Okay, most of the MNCs will upload their image, their blobs in the Azure. All the data, all the videos, all the images, they will be uploaded as a blobs in the cloud. So why they are doing? Because they will host that particular URL in their company website. So if you click on that, you will be getting the logo, you will be getting the videos. Understood, everyone? How the blobs are created? If you give private access, you can't able to, but they will be giving the public level access to what are all the blobs they have uploaded under one particular containers in their storage accounts. Okay. but that storage account will be under the what you say responsibility. It is this the admin's responsibility, so they won't be giving access to all the people. Okay, so only particular people they will be giving the access to the storage account. Understood everyone? Clear till this? Okay, how to upload an image in blob, you can even do the videos, anything you can do. Okay, the thing is once you do it, you can able to see it in the private website. Okay. Okay, so this is what about logo. Okay, how you can upload a binary large objects under one particular container in a storage account. Okay, so this is now I have shown you how to create a storage account. Now I have shown you how to create a blob and how to upload a blob into it and how to make that blob as a web URL. Okay, that and all I have shown you now. Okay, now see just go to JNTK. Okay, just go to here. My storage account, Microsoft storage account. Okay, so go to resource. Okay, so okay, you can see here tables. Okay, can we create? Can I show you how to create a table? Okay, I think that will be useful for I think someone. Okay, you can make use of this. But this is a what is this table? Is this a SQL table or NoSQL table? I told yesterday, right? It's a NoSQL storage. Okay, whatever we are storing, it is nothing but a NoSQL storage. Just click on create table. Just give some table name. Okay, just click on that. Okay. Okay, now the table is created. Okay, now the table is created, you can see now the table is created. Then how you need to access that particular table? Okay, if you click on, nothing will come here. You can see here nothing will come here, but the thing is you can see here storage explorer. Just click on the storage explorer. Okay, then just click on the system moment. Okay. So click on the tables here. You can see here within JNT UK. Just click on this. Okay, you can see here the table. Now you can add the table. Okay, just click on add. You can see here partition key, row key. Guys, this partition key, row key, what is this table? What is that? What is the type of this table? Is it a static schema or dynamic schema? Anyone know what is meant by static schema, dynamic schema? So static schema is nothing but SQL. Okay, in SQL tables we'll use the static schema. Static schema means first you need to mention your schema. Okay, at the time of creating the table, then you need to insert the data. That's what it will be happening in the SQL, right? Yes, exactly. So it's a NoSQL. Yes. Okay, but whereas in the dynamic schema, at a particular point of time, you can mention the schema as well as you can insert the data at the same point of time. That is called as dynamic schema. Okay, so just a moment, I will show you how the dynamic schema. Let's just have something HBase, I guess. Just a moment, I will show you how the dynamic schema looks like. Okay, and maybe I have big data batch, HBase, HBase workforce. Just a moment. Okay, you can see here. Okay, so this is how the dynamic schema look like. This is how we will be creating the table in HBase. Okay, so thing is like, see, the table name is patient 201. Okay, the table name is patient 201 and I'm creating two columns. Okay, this is, we will call it as column families. Okay, we won't call it as columns, we will call this as column families. Personal and medical is column families. Okay, so I have created a table with two columns. Okay, now you can see I'm inserting the data. Put patient 201 001 personal. So under this personal column family, this is the column name. P name is the column name. Okay, and what is the value? Ramesh one. You can see here. I will show you what is dynamic schema exactly. Okay, so you can see here, once you insert all the data, you will be getting the just give scan patient 201, then you will be getting the data like this. Okay, so just I will show you thought of, yeah, you can see here. Okay, here put patient 201 102 and medical history. You can see here I am inserting a new column family medical with a new column name history and I am giving a value. Got it everyone here what I'm telling you? See, I am creating a column, I'm creating a table with a column name personal, okay, and medical. Column names are personal and medical, but I didn't give column names. These are column families. Under the column families you will have column names, okay, but I didn't give any column name here. I gave only column family. But you can see here, You can see here directly I am giving the new column name history and I'm inserting the value. So this is called as dynamic schema. Okay, dynamically we are creating a column name as well as inserting the value. But can you do this same thing in SQL table? You can't do that, right? You can't do that. So this is how you need to create the table in HBase. Okay, this is how you need to create the table in HBase. This is called dynamic schema, and this will be possibly known in NoSQL database. If anyone can ask you why the NoSQL database is very popular, this is what you can tell. I can create that schema dynamically. You can, if you want to create a new column, create it new, create it, you can create it newly, like that. Okay, clear? Understood everyone? What is meant by this? Okay, what is the dynamic schema? Okay, dynamically you can create it. Okay, that is got the, I think if you want I will post, I think I will place this HBase documents also in the drive, so you can go through that. Okay, I think everything, because I have some other documents also. Okay, just a moment, I have some other document. Okay, I will place this both things, because HBase, because NoSQL database. Okay, these are all the things I will place this in the, you can go through this. Okay, these are all the things. You can go through this HBase. It will may help you in some research, because it's a very, nowadays most of the companies are using only HBases. Okay, so understood, right? What is dynamic schema? So what we are going to do here is, this is nothing but a NoSQL table, so nothing but a dynamic schema table. Okay, so partition key, just you can give any value, just give my name Simon. Okay, row key, just give anything, something like that, power. Okay, so and just give add property, so just give age. Okay, and just give integer. Okay, and what is the size? 32, just give 32. Okay, so just give insert. Okay, you can see here partition key is Simon, row key is Pawan, and timestamp, at the timestamp at which we are inserting the data, and this is the age. Okay, now try to add one more value. Okay, try to add one more value. Just you can select another name. Okay, Kiran. Okay, Kalyan. Okay, so and just give something called as address. Okay, just give string, and just give it as a size is 55. Add property. Okay, so you can give some other name as a location. Okay, sorry, address is something around oxygen by our country, Chennai. Okay, give like this. Okay, and just give location as India. Okay, so just give insert. You can see here, but in the okay, any doubts? Okay, may create a new column and answer. Yes, sir. Exactly. Yeah. So once the table is created, yeah, it's a some different process you need to do for creating a new column. As Murthy sir told, right? You may create a new column by enhancing the structure. That's it. Exactly. Okay. So this is so, but in NoSQL database, creating a new column is very easy. Okay. You can see here in the before, first thing I didn't have address and location. Okay. But in the second value, when I'm inserting, I have kept address and location. You can see here. So understood, the first row which I created for Sai Midun. Okay, so I don't have address and location, those two columns I don't have. Okay, but in the second key with Kiran, I have updated address and location. So you got those two values. Now see, you can create one more value, you can create one more value. Okay, so just give Nag. Okay, Roki as luck. Okay, so and age, you can, so just give age, address, and just change this. Okay, so just change some other name as pin. Okay, so just give 90. Okay, and just give this as okay, company string cts. Okay, and on site. Okay, okay, so like this, just give this insert. You can see here some new, another three columns I have added. Pin I have added, company I have added, onset I have added. So like this is what we will call it as dynamic schema. Okay, Yes, sir, exactly. One row, exact, sir. This is the exact explanation. If you can take one row can have the new column, others may not have the new column. That's it. Okay. So this particular row is having only location column. Okay. So sorry, age column, but you can see in the second row you don't have age column. Okay. But in the another row we have some other different column. So this is called as dynamic schema. So every point of time you can change the schema and you can add it. Okay. So that's why it is very simple, because once you get the new requirement, because if it is a SQL, right, then it's a very big headache. Okay, it's a very big headache. Okay, so but whereas in this particular NoSQL databases, it is very easy to do that. Okay, and one more thing in big data, okay, there is a concept called, okay, which is called uh, schema data evolution. Okay, this is nothing but same thing. Okay, so suppose if you have 160 columns in your table, let us take xt diag. This is the sorry, I must not tell this. Okay, bank transaction. Okay, this is the table. Okay, this I'm having 160 columns, but okay, after the client requirement is, while creating the table itself we will mention, okay, see, create a table, but in the future I may ask you to reduce this column size from 160 to 40, but you need to do without deleting this table. Understood? You need to do without deleting this table, without changing the entire data structure and all you need to do. So how this can be done? This can be done by using a format called Avro format. I have mentioned you in Hive, right? Avro format, Avro format. So why it is Avro format? This is called schema data evolution. If your particular table is having 160 columns, with and if your client asks you to reduce the column size from 160 to 40, means he may ask you to remove the unnecessary columns. Okay, that can be done with the help of this Avro format. So if you save your bank transaction table in the Avro format, okay, so what will happen? You can change your schema at any point of time. This is called as, in real time we will call it as data standardization. Standardization. Okay, this is called data standardization. Okay, just I will show you one particular figure. Okay, just a moment. You can see here. You can see here data standardization. Why? Because this is the reason. Okay, in the future they may ask us to change the schema without changing this, without affecting the data and the structure. Okay, so this can be done by using this Avro file format. Okay, in Hadoop. Okay, this is a very big use case. Okay, in big data. Okay, which we cannot explain in 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Okay, just a glimpse of it I have given you. Okay, so you understood right now how to create a table out of it in storage account. So under a storage account, what I have did, under the storage account I have created the blobs. What is the blob? Midun MBRDI is the blob. Okay, now even you can put the files also, you can put it, but this file shares and all, it's not needed. We won't be accessing those things. Okay, the mostly thing is we will be doing this. Yeah. Yes, exactly, sir. But management, it will be very careful. We need to do that, because not even a single thing had to miss from this data side. Okay, so this is what we have did. We have created the container, and in the container we have kept the binary large object. And again, I have shown you how to create a table, and that table is nothing but a NoSQL table. So you can see the NoSQL table. You will have for every row you may have one column. In another row you may have new columns. Okay, so the rest of the columns will be taken as null. Okay, understood everyone? How to create a tables and how to create a storage accounts, and yesterday I have shown you how to create a virtual machines. Okay, clear everyone? And even you can create a database also, and you can maintain the database anyway, that I will be showing you in the later. Okay, so you have access keys. Okay, your geo replication configuration, this and all is a company based. Okay, your company can take a look on this. Everyone understood how to create a table here? Fine, right? I hope that is clear. Okay. So just I want to show you. Yeah. Okay. So this is what about the storage. Okay, which we want to show you. Just a moment. Okay. And even I shown you what is meant by. Okay, I will be showing you maybe. in real time we will store all these things in Azure Data Lake, Raj. Okay, ADLS. We will be storing only ADLS, and from there only we will process the data. Okay, okay, we can do that. Okay, so now yesterday I have explained you what is meant by data factory. Data factory is similar to the ETL service, okay, where we can extract the data, we can load the data, all those things we can do it, extract it, we can transform, we can load it. So it's a kind of a warehouse, okay. Data factory is a kind of a warehouse kind of thing, okay. So that's what we have seen yesterday. What is meant by that, okay. So and the next thing is nothing but event hubs, okay. So what is event hubs? It's a basically it's also the place where we will have a lots of data. Okay, but the thing is here extraction of the data from multiple sources is not the case. Okay, in this case what we are doing, we won't extract the data but the from multiple sources, but the data is nothing but whatever. Suppose if you have multiple sources, right, we will set some kind of rule. Okay, the data which is coming from the source, okay, has to go to the particular service. Okay, in the sense, let us assume the data is coming from social media. Okay, and this what this event hub will do, right? If you need to configure it in such a way, what the event hub will do, it will be connected, that event hubs will be connected to the multiple sources. So the data coming from this multiple sources, suppose the data coming from social media, that particular data will go to this particular service or particular column. Okay, so and suppose we are having some banking data, so that banking data which is coming from the source, that will go to another particular service. Okay, so similarly you have millions and millions of data which is coming for every second, and the sole job of event hub is to basically analyze the each packet of data and redirect it to the corresponding consumer. Okay, redirect to the corresponding consumer. Okay, because everything, okay, because everything we can't able to, okay, since you have, I told you, right, multiple sources. Okay, if you take any banking, you get multiple sources of data. Okay, so they some in from some source they will extract the data using REST APIs, some source they will extract the data using some ingestion tools. Okay, from multiple sources they will extract the data. So what this event hub will help is, you need to configure it in such a way, like, see, the data which is coming from social media has to go to that particular service. So that service will take care of this data, and it will transform the data, and it will load the data. Okay, so it is nothing but a mediator between the source of the data and the consumer service. Okay, so what it will do, once it will keep for every second, you will be getting millions of the rows and data. So it will be taking the data, it will be analyzing the data, and it will be redirecting to the consumer. Okay, this is what event hub will do. And what is the speed of the event hub? This is what they will be asking you in the interviews. The speed of the event hub in Azure is 1 GB per second. Okay, 1 GB per second. So just a moment, sorry, just a moment. Okay, so sorry. So the event hub. So that's the reason we are using event hubs, in the sense, for every second you will be keep on getting millions of data. So what this event hub will do, it will take that particular data, and it will be routed to the exact service. Okay, so it will take the data from the source, and it will be pushing the data to the consumer packet. Okay, so it acts as a mediator between the source and the consumer. Okay, so the thing is, what is the speed, in what speed it will take the data, okay, and what will it will push the data to the service, means 1 Gbps, okay. So 1 GB of data per second will be pushed by Event Hubs to the consumer service, okay. So the message coming to Event Hub can process that much faster, and it also does parallel computing of each data packet, okay. So and the thing is, we need to, but for setting the Event Hubs we need to set the rules, like which data goes to which service and what data goes to which consumer, and then your consumers, and we need to connect that consumers to these Event Hubs also, okay. So it's nothing but a single point of data ingestion. We don't need to worry about where I should send the data, whether the data has reached the consumer or not. Everything will be taken care by Event Hubs. So the sole reason of Event Hubs is, you can see here 3 dots, 2 dots, nothing but the data is coming to the Event Hubs, okay. That data will be sent to the consumer at a fast space. How much fast it will be working is 1 Gbps per second, okay. 1 Gbps per second it will be working. Clear, everyone? Understood? Okay, what is meant by Event Hubs? Okay, clear, right? Okay, so this is what we can do, and what is meant by the Event Hub, and what is nothing but another is data lake analytics, okay. What is this data lake analytics? Okay, so this is completely purely for big data analytics, okay. Nothing but it's a basically distributed cloud data processing infrastructure, okay. Normally we will present the data in the Azure data lake, so we will do all the kinds of analytics using this data lake, okay. So nothing but it's a purely big data based architecture. It's based on yarn, okay. Anyway, I will be discussing it in the Azure HDInsight, okay. So just I'm giving what is the data lake analytics. Nothing, it's a name itself, it is clearly stating that data lake, in the data which is present in the data lake, we are doing the analysis on that particular data lake using some particular framework. What is that? Nothing but yarn. We're using the, it's a completely big data used analytics. How we are working on big data HDFS, same thing you can do all the analytics in okay, data lake analytics. That's it. Okay, these are all the Azure core Azure services in database plus analytics. Okay, clear, everyone? This all these services in this particular domain, I hope that is clear. What is SQL server, what is Cosmos DB, data factory, event hubs, data lake analytics, okay. So I will, maybe I will try to show you, because data factory needs some premium user. I will try to show you maybe tomorrow whether I can able to create a data warehouse for you, and I can show you. I will try it, okay. I will try to do that, because it requires some other permissions to do. I will try to do that, okay. So these are all the 5 very important services under this database plus analytics domain. Clear, everyone? Understood? Any doubts still here? You can ask me, else I can go to the next domain, okay, which is the most important domain, okay, maybe which is called as, okay, artificial intelligence plus machine learning, okay. So even see, to be frank, I am not working on this, okay, because I work on only big data, but I have included these services so that the people who want to have a knowledge on these services, you can make use of it if you are good in machine learning as well as artificial intelligence, okay. So what is these are, and in this we have something called as 3 important services: cognitive services, board services, machine learning studio. How it looks like this, just go here. Okay, you can go to home. Okay, you can see here cognitive. You can see here cognitive services. I don't have any cognitive services. You can create the cognitive services. You can see here. It's a lots of things you will be getting. Okay, you need to choose what kind of services you want. All those things. Okay. You can see here board channel registration, queue box, web dashboard, computer vision, custom vision, face recognitions. All these services will be available. You can see here machine learning studio. You can see here machine learning studios, data science. All, there are many other services. You can make use of all these services, and you can create your ML models. Okay, you can create your ML models. This is called nothing but cognitive services. I will tell you what is meant by cognitive services. Okay, so cognitive services, they are basically APIs, okay, which has been developed by the developers, okay, so that you can integrate these APIs to your machine learning models. Okay, simply you have a machine learning model. Okay, so the thing is, these are all the APIs, and these APIs, what it will do, you can able to interact with the machine learning models which you have created in the Azure, and it will be writing everything for you. Okay, no need to do all the things from your side. It's just a drag and drop. If you just click the drag and drop button, then it will take care of everything. Okay, the code will be written by themselves. Okay, so cognitive services will include services like vision. So what is a vision, guys? What is vision? Any idea? Services like vision, you will be hearing most of this, right? Vision services. What is that vision services? What it will do basically? Any idea? Any idea what vision will do? It's simply nothing but image processing, right? Okay, it's nothing but image processing, which may mostly all the vision services are purely based on image processing. Okay, so nothing but whatever image you give, it will give you each and every point about that image. Yeah, exactly, sir. It may be human recognition using computers, image processing, everything. It will comes under this. Okay, so yeah, computer vision, exactly. Okay, so all these services in Azure are ready to use, and you can use them to integrate with your applications. Okay, so in cognitive, you have many services which I have shown you sometime before, and you suppose if you have an application, you can integrate all these services to your application. Okay, and that can be done with the help of the APIs. Okay, that can be done with the help of the API. Suppose let us assume if you have a uh, any image that you suppose you have uploaded an any image. So what these cognitive services in what the vision in cognitive services will do is, it will tell each and everything in the image, whatever it is present. Okay, and how that is possible? Okay, Azure maybe because every day it will be processing thousands and billions of images. Okay, so what they will do, they have trained their image processing machine learning model in a way that it will be giving the accurate results. Okay, so before creating a machine learning model, what they will be taking, they will be doing all the analysis on the billions of images which they have already processed. Okay, and they will be used that in the machine learning model. Okay, that may be a deep learning, that may be you have some other different learnings, right? In machine learning, maybe more than me, I think most of the people who are aware of machine learning, they will be know it. We have something called as deep learning algorithms, all those things. Okay, so what they will be doing, so this vision in this particular cognitive services will take the data and it will start processing the data. That's it. Okay, clear? It's a kind of a machine learning services. Okay, so whatever the image you give, no need to do anything, just upload the image. That's it. It will tell all the data present in that particular image. Each and every pinpoint, it will take the every site and it will give you the information about that image. Okay, so what kind of image is it, and what is the okay what is the resolution of that image, all those things it will be taking care. Okay, clear everyone? Okay, and now clear, right? Cognitive services. Maybe this is mostly used for us machine learning people. So if you need much more, just please explore on that. Okay. So I know very little bit about these cognitive services. Okay, it's completely because in Azure we will use only mostly use the big data analytics. Okay, this even you can try with if you know very good about machine learning, just try to explore it so that you can get a good knowledge on this cognitive services. Okay, and another thing is board services. Okay, board services is simply nothing but a chat box. Okay, so suppose if you go to Azure, if you have any issues, you will be chatting, right? So if you chat like I am having a issue with some particular service, immediately it will be giving a response telling like, okay, don't worry, sorry for the trouble, we will assist you, all those things, right? That will be taken care by this board services. Okay, so it's a basically works on artificial intelligence. Okay, how the human brain responds, the board services also responds in the same way. Okay, and it have different kinds of algorithms. Okay, before developing a board service, what they will do, they will train the models. Okay, so they will have the custom configurations. Okay, and once you have all those pre-built services, then only they will be deploying that particular board service model into your Azure. So that what it will do, whenever you will be giving a particular question to that particular chat box, right, it will be giving you an answer. It's completely based on machine learning. Clear everyone? What is board services and all? Okay, this is a completely chat box. Okay, even if you go for Swiggy also. Okay, so sometimes what it will be doing automatically, you can see many of the online applications, right? So once you log into the online application, immediately it will be asking how may I assist you, all those things. So that is completely works on artificial intelligence. Okay, so this is what called board services, and one other one which is called as the most important for mostly machine learning people. Okay, this is the mostly the people will use machine learning studio. Okay, it's very simplified version of machine learning. Okay, why I'm telling it as a simplified version, the most because in if you want to learn machine learning, how you need to know what is the basic language in order to learn machine learning. If you want to learn machine learning, right, what is the simple language which you need to learn for it in data science? Any idea? Okay, do you think Python is very easy? Other than Python, some other another language will be also there, right? Okay, it's not that much easy, but you have some very, yes, exactly, R. Okay, you have something called as R language, right? That is very easy language when compared to Python. Okay, so but anyway, even if it is easy also, the thing is you need to spend time to understand that R language, right? You need to spend time to understand the syntax, you need to spend time how it works, and then you can get an idea of how to create models, how to train them, how to test them, how to test all these models. What Machine Learning Studio says is, here, don't worry, don't learn any language. Okay, just what you need to do, just you need to know the basics of machine learning. That is enough. You will be having drag and drop interfaces. Okay, so what you need to do, just you need to drag and drop these interfaces, so that, okay, so in data science or machine learning you just it will be taking care of machine learning concepts. Okay, Raj, that is in. I will show. I will tell you later, because that is not a part of this curriculum. Okay, how to store CSV file in data lakes. For the data lakes, right, we need to mount the data lakes. That is only applicable for premium services. Okay, you can get it easily. How I did in uploading the blobs in the container. Samely, you can do that. You need to create a storage account, and you need to mount your ADLS on the storage account. Then you can keep the files in CSV. That is easy. Okay, anyway, I will give you an idea at the end of this sessions. Okay, I will tell you how to do that. Okay, so it's, I told you, right, this machine learning studio is nothing but it's a simplified version of machine learning. Nothing but here you don't need to learn any languages like Python, if you learn, it is good. Even if you don't learn also, if you know the basic idea of it, just there will be drag and drop interfaces. Just you can drag and drop, and what will happen once you drag and drop and you interconnect those services, right? Immediately what will happen, right? The principles of the data, everything, programming, everything, it will be done in the back end, and you will be getting the data. Okay, understood, right? So the thing is like, all your model will get ready within 5 minutes. And for specific data set, if you have millions and millions of data, right? Normally for creating a model, it will take more time, but you can create your machine learning model in Machine Learning Studio without learning any programming languages, and it can be done very simple in a matter of time. Okay, it's simply nothing but a drag and drop interface, and if you do the drag and drop interface, it will do the data cleansing, data exploration. All those things can be done with the help of Machine Learning Studio. Clear, everyone? Understood? Okay, what is this three services? Cognitive services, board services, machine learning, all those things. I hope that it will be clear to everyone. Okay, so these are all the services. Okay, because this is only purely based on the machine learning. So if you need much more information, try to, okay, explore it more. Okay, so you can get much more information on this. Okay, clear, everyone? Understood? The domain, artificial intelligence domain, everyone is clear with that, or any doubts? Okay. These three services clear, right, everyone? Let me know if you have any doubts in this. Thank you. Just a moment. So, Okay, so what is the next services? Okay, other than this domain, what is the next domain we are going to see? It's the most important domain, which is called as identity domain, and this will be completely there in the control of admin. Okay, so the thing is, what is identity? What is this domain deals with? Simply, as the name itself says, it deals with authentication. Okay, yes. Yes, exactly. It's an authentication. Complete is purely based on authentication. Suppose when you want to give a particular person some access, okay, so that he can use only particular Azure resources, okay. So that can be done by using Azure Active Directory, AAD, and this is pretty managed multi-tenant services from Microsoft, okay, that basically offers identity and access to particular users in the organization. Okay, so it's simply right. You know how Microsoft Windows Server works. Okay, so that particular server will have something called as an active directory where you can specify which user can access on premise and which user which and for some people you will be providing read access, and some will be you will be providing read and write access. Okay, and for some people you will be providing the admin access. Similarly, that will be the same in the case of Azure Active Directory. Okay, so the thing is, you can integrate with your on-premise server also. So the thing is, suppose how it works now. Let us assume you have to add. It's very simple. You can add users to the. If you want to add users to the Azure Active Directory, right? You can assign individual users. So how many ways we can add the users to the Azure Active Directory? Individually, you can add the users, and at the same time, other than this, at a group also you can add the users. Okay, so how it will be there, sir? Let us assume you have an application, okay, which you are deploy you have already deployed that application in the Microsoft Azure. So getting access to that particular application to the user is possible just by adding the user and giving him the access. Okay, so in the sense, suppose, and here the most important thing in this identity, like even you can assign mass allocation to the particular service. Okay, suppose if you want to give a particular, suppose if you want to give service to the 100 or 200 people at a point of time, that also can be done by using this Azure Active Directory. The thing is, you can create a group. In that group you can place all these 100 users, okay, and for that group give authentication to the particular access, particular service. Okay, so the thing is, the people present in that group can access that particular service. That can also be done by using Azure Active Directory. Okay, so again I will repeat, individually you can give the access to the service, that is possible, and as a group also you can give the access, that is also possible using Azure Active Directory. Suppose you can, suppose if you have a storage account, okay, so that storage account is nothing but only some 500 people from this particular account, particular financial service can access this storage account. Okay, so what will happen, all the people belonging to the financial service will be formed as a group, and that group they will give the access to the for that particular storage account. So the people who are belonging to that entire group can access that storage. Clear, everyone? Understood how the Azure Active Directory works? Okay, so individually you can do, and even you can create the groups also. That is called as Azure Active Directory. Okay, even if you go to any real time, right, they will be telling you initially. Okay, so for giving the Azure, they will be asking you the credentials, and they will be adding your name in the Azure Active Directory. Understood, everyone? This is the core service, Azure core service identity services. Okay, clear? Azure identity, AAD, which we will call it as Azure Active Directory. Okay. So this is what called as Azure Active. Can I move to next domain, or any doubts in this domain? Let me know. Okay. So just a moment. Okay. So the thing is, like nesting, what is nothing but management service. Okay, that's nothing but management service. Okay, so these are all the different services which is present in the management, which will be taken care by the management team. Okay, so what is log analytics? Okay, any idea what is meant by log analytics? What log analytics will do? What is meant by logs? Can anyone tell me what is meant by log? No one knows. Okay. Yes, it's an activities happened. Good. Okay. So that's what, okay. Log analytics means the thing is like you will have n number of services, okay. So the thing is that n number of services, it will be always running. So there may be a chance, yes sir, log file analytics. Yeah, okay. So there may be a chance that any service may go down. So how once the service goes down, right? How you will backtrack why it has happened? Through logs, right? The logs is the place where you will get all the information once a particular job is running. Okay, so once the particular process is running, what will happen? This particular things will be written in a log file. Okay, so the step one successfully executed, this particular file is recorded, and this data has been retrieved, then this particular has been updated. All these things will be written in the log file. Okay, the thing is, what is the use of this log analytics means? You can dump all the logs that is happening in the particular Azure resource in a particular workspace in log analytics. Okay, so the thing is, in log analytics you can create a workspace, and in that workspace you can dump all the logs present in that Azure resource. Okay, so what you can do, you can just go to the management console in the particular log analytics, and you can dump all the workspaces. And you can first, you need to create a workspace, and then you need to dump it. So just go to here, just go to just I will show you how log analytics. Okay, you can see log analytic workspaces. Click on this. Okay, so just you can create the workspace, just create the log analytics workspace. Okay, once you create the log analytics workspace, right, then you can dump all the log analytics. You can see here, just create any instance, just XLR demo. Okay, just give name. Okay, just use central India. Just if you gives on create, right, it will be creating the log analytics workspace. So in that workspace, it will be, you can able to dump all your logs. So what is the use of doing that? What is the use of doing that means? So the thing is, you in logs, right, you will be having the critical logs, as well as you will be having the info level. Okay, so the critical logs in the sense, okay, the thing is like, maybe if you need to resolve that critical logs as soon as possible. Okay, so the thing is, you need to do it as soon as possible. So that is majorly used for monitoring services. Okay, so suppose if any particular log is giving you critical message, in the sense, if you need to resolve that critical log as soon as possible, else that may stop the service. Okay, so what will happen whenever critical that word comes in the logs, immediately this log analytics will identify that, it will be giving you a pop-up message telling like there is a critical error, please go and resolve it as soon as possible. Even you can automate that using Azure Kubernetes service, that also you can done, or even you can manually clear that particular service. Okay, so it helps to manage your Azure resources effectively. Okay, it helps to manage your Azure resources effectively. Clear? Understood? So that is called as log analytics. Log analytics is the place where you will dump all your logs in a workspace, and you can start analyzing it. Okay, that you can use that. Okay, in logs you will have different kinds of logs, critical logs as well as info logs. Okay, and once you get a critical log, what will happen? You will be getting a alert that it will allow you a pop-up message. So based upon the critical, you need to resolve that particular log, particular any services, and you can able to resolve it, and you can make that particular service as run as normally. Okay, if you don't take care of critical logs, what will happen? That may stop your service. That may stop your service. Clear, everyone? Okay, next comes the most important thing: cost management plus billing. Okay, so this is the most native application of Azure, which manage your bills in Azure. Okay, and the thing is, another thing you can tell here, you can manage your budget. Okay, so even you can mention your Azure bill, and you can mention a particular limit. So, and you can mention that more than this particular limit, your Azure must not work. In the sense, once your Azure account crossed this particular limit, then that services must be stopped. Okay, but what will happen if that is the case in the real time, right? So there may be a problem with business, right? So business, once you will be giving a particular limit, let us like some 50 crores or 60 crores, something like that. So once it crosses that particular limit, okay, touches that particular limit, what will happen? That will stop all your services. So but that must not happen, right? The business will stop. So in the sense, that is called as hard limit. And sometime another limit will be also there, that is called as soft limit. So what this soft limit will do means it will alert you that your budget has been crossed. Okay, and you can actually make forecast in this particular service based on the usage. Okay, and you can able to check why the bill has crossed the limit. Okay, and you can check with the Azure admins. This is what happened in my in my present company some days back. Like Azure bill has crossed the almost 95%. Okay, so it has almost reached the limit, soft limit, so that they have asked all the Azure admins to come in a call and just asked us why it has been crossed the particular limit. Okay, so the main reason for that is mostly people will open the service and they will use the service, and in the end they won't terminate that service. Okay, they will just leave it and go, so that what will happen, the cost will be keep on increasing. Okay, so that's the reason what they will do. If even if you use any notebook in Azure Databricks, once the notebook is done, just close that notebook. Okay, so don't keep the notebook lastly. So what will happen, the cluster will be keep on running, so the since the bill will be keep on running. Okay, so the bill will go up. So that's the reason, that is one of the reason your cost, the billing on your particular Azure service can go up. This is completely comes under cost management plus billing. Okay, so what is this? We have something called as two limits. One is called as hard limit and one is called as soft limit. So what is a hard limit means, you can specify a particular limit. So once that limit has been crossed, what will happen, your services and all will be stopped. But in the real time or in the industry won't allow that. Why? Because once your services is stopped, entire business you will lost. So what will happen, they want your services to run. So that's the reason they will give you, they will only go for soft limit. What the soft limit, okay, means it will alert, it will give you an alert telling like it will be sending the alert to the management, like see your budget has been crossed. Okay, so please make forecast. Okay, so please make forecast of your bills. Okay, so what will happen, so that you can able to check with your admins and you can try to make that bill to come down. Okay, that you can do. Yes, sir. For every 120 minutes, if your service is not running, it will be closed automatically, sir. But even that, suppose we have used the service for 2 minutes, and if we are not terminating, closing the service, what will happen? Until 120 minutes, that will run. Okay. After that, it will close by default, but that remaining time will go waste, sir. That's all. So that's how the bill will it will give you a spike because the management will be casing. It's the main reason of shooting up the bills. Okay, we can close the service, sir, and we can even specify the time. Okay, like I don't think we can set it 2 minutes like that, sir. I think it is default given in Azure. Maybe I think 120 minutes, that's what they will tell us. Okay, so if you are done, please close it, else it will run for 120 minutes, sir. Yeah, that's what I guess, 120 minutes is the default time. We can't set it, sir, because it won't allow us to set for 2 minutes. Okay, so it will just wait for at least 1.5 hours, and then only it will terminate by itself. So that 1.5 hours will be a waste of time. Yeah. That's what it will be happening, sir. Okay. Okay, is that answer, sir? Is that answer your question? Right. So this is thank you, sir. So this is what about the cost management. Okay, so you can keep a soft limit on your billing, so that that soft limit will help you to manage your account. That's it. Simple. Okay. Yes, sir. We can close it, sir. The thing is like because suppose in Azure Databricks, you suppose if you take my project, there are somewhere around 40-50 developers. Okay, so because in recent development, everyone will work under developing only. So everyone will start working on notebooks. So what will happen? They will work and they will run that, they will get the output and they will leave like that. Okay, the thing is. We cannot programmatically close, sir, in the sense like because since it's a cloud, they have some particular time frames. Okay, like we need to, that's what they will tell, you need to take the initiation of closing the particular notebooks or closing the services. Yeah, and that will be there because that's the reason they will keep on telling like once you run the notebook, because while running the notebook we need to attach a cluster to that notebook, which I already showed you in the Spark Databricks. In the Databricks I use it to attach a cluster, then I use it to run it, right? So what will happen, once you are attaching the cluster will be keep on running for 120 minutes. Okay, even if you are not using, also the cluster will be active. So once the cluster is active, the thing is the cost will be enabled. Okay, so that's the ring. What they will be telling, once you are not using, just remove the cluster from your notebook, that's it. So nothing will happen. But once you attach the cluster to your notebook, what will happen, you are using the cluster for processing. Even if you are not doing anything also, the cluster will be active, it will be in green. So once it is green, it will be keep on taking the money from our account. That's it, sir. So we cannot programmatically do it, sir. It's like 120 minutes, it's default, it will be written. Yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay, that's called cost management plus billing. Okay. So another one is nothing but automation. Okay. Not a problem, sir. Automation account. So what is an automation account? Is the name itself says everything is an automation. Okay. This is one of the most important surveys. It's nothing but way of deploying the Azure services. Okay, it is nothing but the way of deploying the service. So how we will deploy the Azure services? I have already shown you some deploying services. What I did, I have created a virtual machine, and I have created a Linux virtual machine, and I have made it as a web server. Okay, and in another way, I have created a storage account, and I have created the blobs, I have created the tables. Okay, I have done one by one. But even you can do that automatically, in the sense you can automate that. Okay, so after this virtual machine, storage account need to create. After this storage account, SQL database need to create. After this SQL, tables need to create. So all this you can automate it. But how you can do that? You can do it. You can do this particular automation with the help of runbooks. Okay. So what are runbooks? Any idea what are runbooks? Anyone gone through what is meant by runbook? What is meant by runbook? I think someone maybe you might have used what is meant by runbooks, right? So what is meant by runbooks exactly? Stem. Okay, so runbooks is nothing but the place where we will keep all our activities. Okay, so the thing is like if you go to any industry, if you are working in a support project, right? If you get any issue, okay, they will ask you to check the runbook. Okay, go and check the runbook, you will get that issue. So in the sense, what are all the issues which we are facing, all those things they will document it in a runbook. Okay, that will have each, and so this is the issue, you need to follow the steps and all. That is also can be called as a runbook. Okay, and this particular runbook is nothing but, okay, so what are all the steps you need to do for automate your account? So you need to specify the code. Okay, so where you need to specify all the resources in that particular runbook, and the names in their particular runbook, and the configurations. Okay, now after doing all those things, you want to deploy that runbook on an automation account. Okay, you need to make that runbook as an automation account. So what will happen? Okay, so once you made that runbook as an automation account, then you can run that particular runbook. So what will happen? That runbook will create the resources automatically for you. You don't need to do anything. You have to put the runbook over that particular automation and just click on play button. So everything it will done by itself. Okay, that will be creating the resources for you, that will be creating the configuration, that will be created, that will be deploying thousands and 2000 machines at a point of time. Okay, and it will be deploying the backend servers, database servers with the different configurations. Everything will be done by the runbooks. What you need to do in the runbooks, you need to place all the code, and you need to just click on the play button. So once the play button is done, immediately it will start running everyone. It will go to the virtual machine, it will create the virtual machine, it will launch the service. Once the virtual machine is launched, then it will go to the storage account, it will create the storage account, then the storage account is launched, then it will be creating the database, and the database will be launched, then it will be creating the tables. So one by one by one by one, everything will be taken care automatically. So that is called as automation account. This will be used in a large scale projects where you want to deploy a particular service on 100 node cluster, 130 node cluster. In that point of time, you can take the help of this automation account. Okay, so in 130 machines you need to put one particular service, so that can be done by using this automation account. What you need to do, you will create a runbook. In that runbook, you will be specifying all the configurations, you will be specifying all the machines which you need to run. Then just click on play button. So and you, that particular runbook will be ran across all the 130 machines attached into the cluster. So at a point of time, your software will be downloaded on all the 130 machines. Okay, 130 node cluster. That can be done by using automation account. Clear, everyone? Understood? What is meant by automation account? This can be done. It's a very in-depth topic, okay, which we will call it as an in-depth topic. You can do this because I could see like some of my friends who works in Cognizant, they used to tell me they had something called as 135 node cluster. Okay, and how they will automate the services by using this automation account. Okay, so all this they can do it. This can be done by Azure Admin. Okay, this can be done by Azure Admin. Okay. So since Azure Admin plays the very major role in this, okay. So no metrics, okay. So what is metrics? Metrics is the service which will help you to visualize what are all happening in Azure resources, okay. So normally metrics, I think you know about, right? What metrics will do? Okay, it will give all the information about what are all the things happening, what is the network input, what is the CPU usage. Just now I have shown you, right? This Ambari. Okay, what is this? This is Ambari. This is nothing but a metrics, right? Metrics, no? Is it right or wrong? It is a metrics, right? It is just showing you what is the disk usage, how many data nodes are running, what is the memory usage, okay, and everything it will be taking it and it will be showing you, right? So this is called as metrics. So for HD, for this, yeah, cluster management, you can take it as cluster management, metadata management, anything you can tell. Okay. So this is called as metrics. So you have a metrics availability will be also there in your Azure. Okay. Just even I didn't see this. Just a moment. I will just see metrics. Okay. Metrics. Okay. I think we can't see that. I think it will be having a dashboard. Just a moment. I will show you the dashboard. Okay. You can see here dashboard. So this is the dashboard where you can see all the services which will be running. You can see here my services which I created. Okay, even you can configure those services so that you can giving a graphical representation of all these things will be happening. Anything, everything you can do it. It's just it's a very simple way of doing. You can see here Azure Databricks. Even I have launched the Azure Databricks also. Okay, clear everyone? Understood? Okay, so this is called as metrics. Okay, so you can check 24-hour log as well at point of time which resource as well, and at a particular point of time which resource is taking how much amount of usage, and you can plan accordingly to it, and you can scale your infrastructure, everything you can do. Okay, so how the things are going, how the things are visualizing in the form of graphs. Okay, all those things you can done by using the metrics. Clear everyone? Understood? So this is how it looks like this. Okay, even you can see the dashboard, it is not showing it. Why? Because we don't have much amount of machines working on it. So if you take a real-time project, you can see, if you click on the dashboard, you can see all the things which we are running. Okay, understood everyone? Clear? This is nothing. This is what we will call it as metrics. Okay, so this all will comes under the management. Okay, so log analytics, cost billing management, automation, metrics, all this will comes under the management services. Okay, so this till this almost all the resources I have covered. If you take my previous slides, just a moment, I will show you. Okay, you can see here now, I have covered compute services, I have covered networking services, I have covered file storage, database plus analytics, artificial intelligence plus machine learning, identity management. All the 7 core domains I have covered. Okay, clear with what we have seen, and all the each and every service I have explained you. Okay, so that is the main intensity in a main what you say main intention of our particular core syllabus is we need to make sure that you need to know all the at least services, what are all the Azure services available in the Azure. Okay, these are all the domains, and under this domain you have different services, and all those services, and those are all the services only you will be working in your projects. Okay, these are all the services you will be working in your projects. Any doubts till now here? Clear everyone? Okay, and what is the another thing is nothing but Azure HDInsight. Okay, so it's nothing but how it's a simply nothing but creating a Azure cluster. Okay, is nothing but creating the Azure HDInsight is a, you can see here, managed full spectrum open source in cloud environment. Okay, and what you can do is you can create an Azure HDInsight cluster, and you can use Apache Spark, Hive, Kafka, Storm, anything you can use on this Azure HDInsight, and you can process your data. It's simply nothing but creating your big data cluster. Okay, simply how to create it. How do you will create a big data cluster? You will have name nodes, you will have data nodes, all those things. Right? So you can see here. So this is how you can create a Azure HDInsight cluster. You will have a name nodes, you will have the data nodes, you will have the, and but what is the difference here? You will have the name nodes and you will have the data nodes. But for storing the data in Hadoop, where we will store the data, guys? In Hadoop, where we will store the data? HDFS. Good. Okay. In Hadoop, where we will store the data? HDFS. But whereas in the Azure HDInsight, where we will store the data? In, you can store the data in ADLS, Azure Data Lake, or you can store the data in Azure Storage Blobs. Anything you can do. But mostly now all projects are using Azure Data Lake storage for storing your data. So it's nothing but it is acting like a Hadoop cluster, but the data storage wise, it will take only data lake storage. It will use ADLS for storing your data. Clear? Understood, everyone? Okay. So this is what head node is nothing but is similar to the name node. Okay. You can see here active. You can see standby. So in our Hadoop cluster also we have active name node and we have standby name node. Okay. So we have active name node, nothing but a head node. We will call it as a head node, and worker node. Worker node is similar to the data nodes. Even in the real time also you will call it as a worker nodes only. Okay. And one more thing, we will nodes are node managers. So I already told you node manager services will be present in the worker nodes only. Okay, and resource manager services will be present in the name nodes. Okay, so similar, same how it's similar to the, yeah, yes, exactly, sir. Is HDInsight is similar to Cloudxlab terminal? Yes. In the sense, Cloudxlab, what is the Cloudxlab? It is also Hadoop, right? It's a Hortonworks HD. It's a Hortonworks and nothing but this is a Azure. Okay, Azure will provide you to create a big data cluster, Hadoop cluster. Okay, and in Hadoop cluster you will use HDFS as your storage, but whereas in the Azure you will use data lake as your storage. Okay, and once, okay, you can keep the data in data lake store and you can get the data into your data nodes and you can start processing the data. That's it. Okay, that's how Azure is big. Okay, and it is nothing but it is simply Hadoop, 100% Apache Hadoop. Okay, Hadoop HDP means Hortonworks Data Platform and Azure. Okay, so for processing we use Azure AVMs, Azure VMs. Okay, for storage we use data lakes and blob storage. Okay, for processing we use Azure VM virtual machines. Okay, and for storage we use data lakes. Okay, you can see here. Uh, we can use my metastore, Woozy metastore, data lake, and blob storage. And this is nothing but the architecture looks like you will have the worker nodes, you will have the, you know, what is edge node, you know, right? What is edge node, gateway node? Okay, so nothing but, so this is the structure, and you through this, okay, you can able to use Ambari, SSH, means command line interface, PowerShell, notebooks, Yarn, anything. So you can keep the data here, you can process the data, and you can visualize the data in Ambari. You can send the data to the SSH, you can visualize the data using command line interface. Anything can be possible using HDInsight. You can take the data from data lake, you can take the data from Woozy metastore, you can take the data from Hive metastore, and you can process it in the HDInsight. You can use Spark, you can use Kafka, you can use Storm, anything you can use for processing the data in the HDInsight. Okay, this is what, and these are all the types of clusters. Okay, so HBase, you have, you can use HBase to process your data, you can use Hive to process your data, you can use mainly Spark to process your data, or Kafka is nothing but a real time, guys. Okay, which we didn't yes, sir. So what will happen, we have a data lake, so on top of the data lake we will be creating the Hive tables. Okay, let us assume you have a data lake, and you have a storage account. That storage account is nothing but data lake. So under that storage account you will keep some 1,000 files. So on top of that 1,000 files we will create the Hive tables. So what will happen, what are all the data present in these 1,000 files will come to the Hive tables. So the data will be present in the Hive tables. We will take the data from the Hive tables to the Spark and we will process the data, that we can use it. Yes, sir. Hive sits on data lake, exactly. Okay, yeah, everywhere, even if you take HDFS also, even if you take Hadoop cluster also, where Hive will be there, Hive will be on top of HDFS. You can see this particular image slide, sir. There is a B, the B is running on top of Elephant. Okay, so nothing but Elephant will always represent Hadoop. So on top of that, Hive will be always running. So whatever you do in Hive, you will see the reflection in HDFS. Similarly, whatever you do in ADLS, you will see the whatever you do in Hive in ADL, it will see you will see the reflection in ADLS. Similarly, like that. Okay. So just we will replace HDFS with ADLS, sir. Simply as that. Yes, data lake is simply it's a empty space to store the data. You can how much amount of data also you can paste it. But it's like for every one TB, it's like pay as you go. Okay, for one TB you need to pay such amount, and as the size increases, you need to pay the amount. That's it. Data lake is simply empty space to store the data. Clear, Raj? Okay, so you can use Hive, you can use HBase also. You can use Spark. Mainly, we are using Spark. Okay, for processing the data, and even you can use Kafka also. This is used for only real-time processing. Okay, for Kafka, you can use for real-time processing of data, and you can use Apache Storm. This is also for real-time processing. Okay, so Kafka is nothing but a medium. It's a broker. Okay, it's a messaging queue. Okay, it's a messaging queue, so it will be helping you to take the data from the multiple sources, and it will push it to the Spark. Okay, so that's where the Kafka comes. It's another big topic, Kafka. Okay, which is now gaining more importance. Why? Because more streaming applications are coming. Okay, and R is nothing but, I think you know very well about R. Most of the people might know about R. Okay, so these are all the types of HD Insights cluster. Okay, what you can keep the data in HDInsight, you can create a cluster, and once the cluster is created, once you can keep the data in Azure Data Lake storage, and you can use any of these frameworks to process your data. Okay, and what are all the benefits? Okay, I think it's low cost, and you can scalability. That is the most important. Okay, can we create? No need to create Spark like frameworks, right? It's already there. Spark is already there. No need to create any Spark framework. So here it's already there. Okay, so directly Spark will be present in it. You can make use of Spark. That's it. No need to separately create Spark like frameworks. Spark itself is a very high speed engine, high speed framework. Then no need to go for any other frameworks. Okay, so, and what are all the benefits? Okay, benefits of cloud is nothing but, I think it's same as that of what we use. Security wise, it will be very good, and the main use of using Azure HDInsight is because of scalability. Okay, as the size keeps on increasing, no need to worry about the space. It will be automatically scale up. That will be taken care by the Azure. Okay, but if you are using any Cloudera or something, like if you are having 8 node cluster, then once the space is increased, you need to add one more node, so like that. But whereas in the Azure, no need to take care everything, it will be taken care by Azure. Okay, it is only built for practical business purpose. Okay, for only for gaining momentum in the business, we are using for HDInsight cluster. Okay, but it's a, yeah, I think mostly now projects are moving from HDFS to Azure ADLS. Okay. Okay, clear, everyone? Understood what are all the benefits? Okay, I hope that is the clear. Okay, so these are all the fun, these are all the certifications you can do. Anyway, I will show you in my last class what are all the things you can do. So these are all the Azure HDInsights, what we can do. We can type of clusters. Okay, all those things. Okay, Hive Metastore, Woozy Metastore, data lakes. Okay, so all those things you can do it using Azure HDInsights cluster. Okay, clear, everyone? Understood how to do all these things? Okay, so Azure HDInsight, this is what is mostly followed by some it's slowly gaining momentum. Okay, so mostly now there are many projects who are using ADLS only, but sorry, HDFS, but slowly some projects are moving from HDFS to ADLS, so that their maintenance cost will be reduced, so that all the maintenance, everything will be taken care by Azure itself. Okay, so this is what about Azure HDInsight cluster. So this is all the core services present in the Azure, and in the next class I will tell you some other important concepts in Azure which may help you in your research or something. Okay, any research or if you want to do any research or if you want to do any projects, right, that will be help you. I will tell the, because almost all the services I have covered. Okay, I will try to check whether is there any other services which will be helpful for you in doing your research, and I will let you know. Okay, I will tell you. That was the last session. Okay, about Azure, and I will show you how we can process the data using Azure Databricks. Okay, how to keep the data in a data ADLS and how to process the data. I will show you. That I will show you. Okay, clear everyone? So this is what the services we have covered today. So almost all the services we have gone through, and you are very good now. I hope you are very comfortable with the services available. So if you go to the Azure portal, you can see all the portals. Okay, if you go to Azure portal, okay, you can see all the services we have discussed, right? SQL database we have discussed. Okay, so DNS zones, resource groups, HDInsight cluster. I just now told you, right, how to create HDInsight cluster. Okay, and how to create Azure Cosmos DB also I have showed you. You click on more services, right, you can see other services also. You can see here function app, Kubernetes. Okay, monitor services, nothing but metrics, Azure Active Directories, virtual networks, cost managements, app services, all those things we have gone through. Clear everyone? Understood? So everything is done. Let me know if you have any doubts, else we will wind up the session. Okay, and we will be having the last session which I will be showing you how I can process the data using Azure Databricks. Okay, let me know if you have any questions related to big data or anything, any to PySpark, anything you can just ask me. Okay, so but just go through the just say HBase concepts also. That will be very important because here you will be creating the tables purely based on NoSQL databases. Okay, understood everyone? Okay, so and I will be placing. Okay, yeah, I will be updating this. Already this is there in the drive. Already these particular PPTs are there in the drive. You can. Yes, I will tell you, Fatima, how to integrate Azure and Spark. It's already there. You can see here, right? I just go here. Okay, Azure Databricks. Okay. You can see here, Azure Databricks. Just click on this. Okay, it will be integrated. You can create a service. So I have already created it, and just create Azure Databricks. Okay, so your Azure Databricks will be created. Okay, you can launch workspace. Just click on launch workspace. This is how Azure will be integrated with Spark. That's it. As simple as that. You can see here, signing in using Azure Active Directory single sign on. Okay, you can see here your Azure Databricks. You can see here ADB Azure Databricks. Okay, this is how your Azure Databricks looks like. Okay, you can import the data, you can start working on your data. That's it. Okay, just jobs, you can just create your cluster. Okay, you can create your cluster by, I told you how to create a cluster, right? Same, you can do it here also. You can create your cluster, and you can see here terminate after 120 minutes, and you can even reduce it. But in order to reduce that, your particular permission need to be taken care from your management. Okay, but mostly they will set to 120 minutes. Okay, so that will be done. Okay, mostly 120 minutes, because if your time is keeps on increasing, what will happen if you don't use your cluster? Then the thing is like, even if you're not using the cluster will be active, and the money will be keep on taking from your account. Okay, so this is how you need to create the cluster. Anyway, I will show you. You can see here 2 to 8 worker nodes. Okay, and means you will be having you will be having 8 nodes cluster. Okay, so you can have the 112 GB of memory, and 8 to 32 cores will be available. So your cluster will be of this particular size. Okay, and one driver, and the memory of the driver is 14 GB and 4 cores. So these are all the configuration which you can done for creating your cluster. Understood, Fatima? You got it right. How to create a? It's simple. It's already integrated. Just you need to launch the workspace. That's it. Simple. Integration of Azure and Spark. Any doubts? Anyone? Anyway, I will show you. Okay, but that's all we'll see. Okay, so we can show. I will show you how we can do it in the next classes. Okay. Yes, Sanuj. Yeah. Okay, so I hope today's session is very informative for you. Okay, so just go through it, explore the services. Okay, so any if you have any queries, like please ping me back. I will answer your queries. Okay, and thank you for all your patience, which okay, so which you can able to do it. You can able to use this for your. Yes, sir. It's informative, but needs lots of practice. Okay, because you can able to use all those things. Okay, so I will tell you, Anuj, the sample projects I will show you. Don't worry, I will show you that. Okay, so I will show you the project architecture flows, everything I will show you. Okay, so it needs some practice. So once yeah, once we don't practice, it will go away from our mind. Okay, lots of things are there, so we'll start with basics and you can start learning lots of things in the future. Okay, just a moment. So okay guys, then take care. Okay, take care and have a good sleep, and we will meet maybe tomorrow or something, because tomorrow we will meet. Thank you everyone, thank you for your time and patience. We hope we will meet tomorrow.